All right, so yeah, back to school, yeah? And that's what I wanted to start on. How
Back
are
to
the
school
preparations?
week.
How are you getting the girls set to get back to school?
Well, I have this tradition where the girls don't resume a week after
Okay.
resumption.
Isn't that a problem with the authorities in school or something?
No, there's not. They just call and find out why have they not resumed.
Ah,
Oh well.
you should start your own school.
I would like them to resume when I want them to resume.
Okay.
And that's because I really don't like to just rush them into school.
Okay.
There's usually that first week, or at least the first 3 days. There's usually that rush, and I really don't like. I just want them to ease into the
Ease into
school
it.
curriculum, ease into the school,
Yeah.
So,
routine
I think
and environment.
if there is
so-
one time in school that I remember was when I was in secondary school. I was in the boarding house, so we had to be a day earlier than every other person.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
get
so it was
there
day on
Sunday.
boarding.
Yeah,
It was day
on boarding.
Okay, because me was a pure boarding, so I never that day on boarding dynamics. I think it's quite
Yeah,
interesting.
true.
Yeah.
If we had these students, before they use them, they smuggle things. They go inside. But it was full.
Mine
boarding.
was boarding as well,
Full
full
boarding.
boarding school. And I
Yeah.
think I'd like my kids. I was having that conversation with a friend over the weekend, and I was saying to him that I would like my kids to also go to boarding school. I'd like them to
Omo,
experience that.
the woke
boarding
generation
school.
will tell you, start all this. Oh, you're negligent. You don't want to.
Yeah,
You don't want to
trauma.
take care of your kids
Yeah.
and all of that. But I think that boarding school, it forms you in such a way.
It does.
It's like you have a head start.
Yes.
That's what thing boarding school does. I remember. I always tell people that I left home when I was 10 because from that point I spent more time outside than in the house.
Wow.
So 3 terms, you understand, apart from the holidays, that's when I was back home. So I spent more time in school. And immediately after that, I got into university, and then, of course, I stayed on campus and then off campus. So it kind of, I think I was exposed a bit more
Yes, it
to
opens
relating
you.
with people and all of that. So imagine boarding school in secondary school, but some people are doing boarding school university where you need exits to go out of.
My school had that. Yeah, my school had that where you needed exits, so you have to go to the dean of student affairs to get an exit to leave the
Wow.
school. But
In
I would
university.
say that yes, in university. But I would say that one of the things that that boarding school actually helps is it also helps to develop the child of the mind of a child. It also helps with their cognitive skills. It also helps, most importantly, to build their mental and emotional resilience.
Yes.
True.
And also build your social networks, because even at that age you're faced with so much.
Exactly.
And you know how you handle it, from the lessons that you're learning from the different experiences as you get along.
the
It helps
beauty-
to shape you and mold you as a person.
Yeah, the beauty for me was that there are so many things I learned in secondary school. My parents were never the super rich, but they were not so aware about the environment. So you have a school where people are talking about PlayStation, and I'm like, what is that? And then you're talking about certain things, and like they talk about DSTV. I can remember the first time I heard it, and I was like, what is that? What are you talking about? Like, do you get? So I had to go home, cry to my parent, like, Daddy, my friends have PlayStation 2. I don't have PlayStation 2. I want PlayStation 2. You know.
Peer pressure.
No, for me it was good at the time because my parents were always open to like buying this stuff. They didn't just know it.
No, I
understand.
understand
So it
that
was
because
good.
because even while you're with your friends and with your there are certain things that they have that you may not have, and I see that with my kids now. Because over their cousins came to spend some time with us, during the holidays, and there were certain things that they had that they didn't have, and they would always come and say, "Mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want that," and I'd say to them that no. You don't need to have it because this other person has it.
Exactly.
Remember that you're two different people from two different backgrounds, two different families. Our values and our culture are different. You also need to learn contentment.
Okay, so sorry, let me quickly say this. So my younger brother has this trick that he used for a while with my parents. So he has a way of crying, when we were growing up that time. That would just make my mom get him whatever he wants. So he starts with something like, "Oh, what is life? Mommy, what is life? Am I meant to be here?" And mom says, "Okay, don't worry, I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you." And then
Emotional blackmail.
but the day I tried what is life, it did not work. They showed me life.
You see, if you try out my man, like Benny, COVID is for you. What is life? You see life
You
today.
see life. You see it in colors.
You will see life. You will see life. Well, it's a new day, and of course, the work week has started for those of you who just resumed.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you up to date and be with you all through for the next hour, 45 minutes. Just stay with us. We will be back after this very short recess.